Identifying the causes and describing the major effects through 1450 to 1750 in the Renaissance and the Reformation is that the discovery of explorations of new continents and the inventions of innovators such as paper printing and Meniere's compass and gunpowder. The humanism promoted the idea that humans are the center of their own universe and should embrace human achievements in education, classical arts, literature, and science. Explaining the political/economic impact of the Renaissance was that the rise of strong central governments and increasingly urban economy based on rather than agriculture. The religious impact was that they helped spawn Reformation movement, which caused a divide within the powerful Catholic Church, leading many Europeans to turn to then new faith. The intellectual was that they expanded and created their own style of art and science. And the artistic impact was that they were interested in humanism and transformed the artist from an anonymous craftsman to individual practicing an intellectual pursuit, enabling several to become to first celebrity artists. Explaining the religious impact on the Reformation led to the reformulation of certain basis tenets of Christian beliefs and resulted in division of Western between Roman Catholicism and the new Protestant tradition. The political impact was that Europeans became divided along confessional as well as territory lines. The artistic impact was that the artists focused on non-religion themes such as still life, landscape, portrait, and genre painting. The economic impact was that European princes and leaders were jealous that the church's wealth. The political impact was that technology was advancing in the way the church were collecting revenue. The intellectual impact was that people began to think for themselves. Explaining the political of individuals such as John Locke, he refuted the theory of the divine right of king and argued that all persons are endowed with natural rights of life, liberty, and property, and that the rulers who fail to protect those rights may be removed by the people. Thomas Hobbe's political impact was that how human beings can live together in peace and avoid danger and fear of civil conflict. Voltaire he believed that social progress could be achieved through reasons that no authority, religious or political or otherwise, should be immune to challenge by reason. Charles' impact on the political was that the best form of government was one in which legislative, executive, and judicial powers were separate and kept each other in check to prevent any branch from becoming too powerful. Jean Jacques' political impact was that the general will of the people could not be decided by elected representatives. Thomas Aquinas' political impact was Christian faith can highly be conservative. William Blackstone was that he wanted liberty to require no prior restraint or oppress. Describing the historical origins of Calvinism, particularly the particular idea about God's plan for the salvation and humanity, about meaning and celebration of sacraments. The Christianity historic origins was one of the most successful spiritual missions in human history. Explaining the relationship between Christianity and humanism was that most humanists were Christians, so their concern was renewing the Christianity religion. explaining the impact of printing press on the Renaissance and Reformation in Europe, quickened the spread of knowledge, discoveries, and literacy in Renaissance Europe.